Alright, we're going to use our boring bar today. I'm going to bore out this cylinder here. It's been repaired. So this one lost a wrist pin in it. This is a panhead cylinder. So we screwed around one day, brazed up. So let's see if we put enough in there. There's something to screw around with. I got this thing all lubed up, so right now the excess oil is dripping off down below down there, but should be all right. A lot quieter than it was. Some oil stuff helps, I guess. A little quieter than it used to be. Alright, so we're going to jig this thing up, get it up under here. So we're going to have to use a torque plate here to center it. Put it on here, got to clean up these edges, get this all buttoned out. Back up all the way. Yep. Feed screw out of the way. Alright, where's my tripod? First thing I do is clean up the heads here. Oop. Not heads, what am I thinking of? Yep, cylinders. Okay, that one I'm done with for now. Sitting for a while. Just make sure we clean up the gasket surface, make sure there's no new bars or anything on there. Good. Nice fine layer of rust from sitting on it. This is our adapter plate to go across the big hole over there in the table. That's what I use my torque plates for. Okay, that's supposed to just slip down, so that means there's something wrong with the outside spigot on this thing. It's not round. Let's see, I'm assuming probably right over here is where the problem is. 16 on the mic. This one's quite a bit bigger. 0. Okay, so it should be around 0 on the mic right here. Okay, this one is 5. Almost 10 thou under. Right here we're on 0. We're on 0 there. We get over here where the weld is at. 13.5 thousandths oversized. 5 over right there. And 0 right here. Okay, so this thing's really out of round right through here, which means we need to cut it round. So that's going to be hard to do with all the crap over here. See if we have just a high spot here we want to sketch with this. Kind of see if there's anything sticking up a lot. There didn't seem to be. Cylinder's still out around though. Alright. So let's just square that thing up. Okay, a little filing now. I got this down on there until it popped up. It's sitting flat now. So I got to bore it, get it cleaned up a little bit. Then I could probably put my lathe. Maybe I'll put in a lathe right now too. It might fit. As long as the jaws don't hit on the bad part, we should be okay. Let's go give that a try. Yeah, the jaws aren't going to hit on that part. This is what's known as sketchy crap. We got 3/8 of an inch we're holding with. Probably not going to be very accurate. There's a hump in it. That's it dialed in an indicator. Here's our indicator. High spot right there, going in toward the edge. So you want to get in toward the edge of the indicator there. Close to the base, less chance of being air. When you're way out here, this might be bent, you'll get a lot more of an indicator reading. So you want to be close to this edge to be the least amount of bend right there. Alright, let's see what we got to work with here. See, that's that bad spot right there. See, whoop, whoop. 10-thou jump right there. So we want the rest of this to be relatively even. Find our low spot. Right there's our low spot. It drops pretty bad right there. Pick up just a little bit right there. A little bit more. It's hitting right here on the bottom of the hammer. Ooh, big low spot right there. Whoa, that dropped a bunch. And it looks like our sweet spot is in that area there. Okay, we drop down right at 1. Double drop. Okay, it's that double drop that we want to average out. We'll put that on 80. See, that's our other low spot right there. See, that spot's within half a thou. Oh, probably too much. Yep. Hard to get fine movement. Where's number 1 at? Right in here. $180 round. Keep a little bit past where I want it to be. 180 again. There, that's it. 80, 180, 80 right there. Okay, so we're even from here to here. We're right around here to here, so this tells us we're square. Okay. So we're bouncing up and down about 3 or 4 thou, and I go whoop, like that. That's what we got to correct. Okay. Double check our torque. Make sure that we still got some tension on there. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of a cut now. That's out of the way. Indicator, put it away. All right. Get out of my way here. Okay, so I gotta go in here and do this. Here's our bit. Okay, we bottom out right there. Come back just a little bit. Okay, we were hitting already. Where are we hitting on the spot that we're not supposed to hit on? That's not correct. Oh yeah. All right. I think we're a little bit off on our dimension, but we're close. Okay. Going until we just touch. Leaving this dial right here until we hit. Right there, we're hitting. Feed it across. A little bit more cutting I want to do. I'm not trying to cut the whole damn thing. Fast food here, big wheel right here like that. Alright, let's see what we did. See, it's out around, so we're cutting real heavy on this side. We're hitting right here. And the weld is right here. So this is where a real big high spot was. The cylinder's out around, so we cleaned a little bit right up here too. We did not hit on the sides here and here. Alright, that should be plenty of a cut. Go ahead and pull it out and go mic it. See how much we really cut out of it. Alright, let's go see what we did over here. Nothing like having to fix bad parts. Okay, so now we're going to see how much we actually cut this thing. 0 is what standard is. Yeah, we're 99, right where the other cylinder was at. So that's right where this one here is at. So it's actually a little bit tighter, right there. That was a 101, 102. And I'm like, okay, so we're within 2 thou standard now on this one, which is what we wanted. We want to just fix it, not cut it more than we needed to. Alright, so now my torque plate should fit on there correctly now. Should get all the chips off. Goes on nice and loose like it's supposed to. It's nice and flat. Each corner's flat, see? Okay. Now we can put it in the darn boring bar over here like we were supposed to do. Before we get interrupted with parts that didn't fit. Okay. on the machine. Okay, I'm gonna put the bad spot where I can see it. Hole a little bit. Slide around, make sure there's nothing under it. Center it. A little tension on it. Come down to our boring bar to set it. We'll make sure we stay away from the bad area. So we got 3 fingers that expand out, so just have to rotate away from the area we're going to be on. Yep, dumbass. Run into where I didn't want to be run into. There you go. Not paying attention what I'm supposed to be doing. Go down near the bottom. Stand it out. Rotate it on me a little bit. Here's what I'm looking at. So you can see where all the weld is. There's finger there, finger 180 over, or not 180, but a third of the way over, and you got this one's at 90 degrees to that, or 180 across, whatever you want to call it. So this thing shifted over to here, so it's too close to weld. Okay, you want to get down toward the bottom of the cylinder, eliminate bad areas. So you went all the way down toward the bottom. Not quite that far. Damn thing up here. Okay, that's about where I like it. I just kind of put my hands up in there. I go like that. I can feel it. Here's where I like it. And we center it up. Tighten it up there, and then we tighten this up here. Loosen that up. Pull it out. All right. Not sure how big this cylinder is. I didn't measure it yet. This mic only goes down so small, so let's see if it'll go in the hole. Oh, it does. Okay. So even though the cylinder's welded up, it's really big. We're at least 50 over probably. Alright, somewhere around that number there. It's around 70 or so. Where's my caliper at? Can't read it because it's too small. Use the caliper to see about what number we're at. Not really accurate way of doing it, but yeah, we're around 75 or so, like I figured. Okay, we got center mic. Let's see, 75. Put it at 70, so it should only, yeah, I don't want to do it that way. Yeah, I'll put about 73. It should basically not cut most of the cylinder, just a little bit. We'll see. there somewhere. It's in on the back side over there. Alright. See what happens. Feeding down right now. These are dropping. Starting to get some brass now. Okay, I'm going to pull that back up and cut another 5 out of it. Okay, I'm going to cut 5 more thou out of it. See what we get. Cut some steel now. Here, cotton. Cutting over there in the brass there, okay. Not cutting very much of the steel, that's for sure. It's fogging on the back side back there, it's hard to see it. It's gray back there now, so it's dull. See how it's dull and dirty on that side. So I get shiny over there, I'm just cutting over there. The brass is not really cutting right now. I'm probably cutting over here on this side, but I can't see it right now. Put this thing in second gear. Power shift. That's how you do this thing. Okay, I'll cut a lot faster now. More brass. That is not good. It obviously hit a hard spot. That is hard on your cutter. I guess we need to be going that speed. Obviously something more than brass in there. Alright, that will definitely screw up the bit. It's jammed in there now. That's not going to be able to free it up. Okay, we're going to loosen everything up. Pull it out that way. That's not what I want to pull. Loosen this piece up. There we go. So, what did it do to our bit? I'm sure it didn't help it any. Stuck right now or what? Bound up. Okay, what did it do to our cutting edge? Yeah, actually it didn't really do much damage to it, luckily. Didn't help it any, I'm sure. So what did we hit down there that caused such a problem? See the big chip down there? My guess is that it got into a non-cutting area right here. I was trying to rub it off instead of cutting it off. Just Trying to cut too much in one shot on the wrong bit. Alright. I'll come back and redo it a little bit gentler. Alright, you can see where you were cutting on this side over here, consistently on that side. We were cutting over there because it's out of round, obviously. We were not cutting anywhere near on this side like we should have. Just cutting up here on the top. Alright. I'm going to recenter it back up. I'm going to take it out and blow everything out. Start over. I'm going to set up. If in doubt, redo it. I see a lot better now what's happening there. So I'm actually starting to cut round right through here. Oop. See, I was just starting to cut right through there on the back side. It's nowhere near cutting this side. There's also cutting some flux right there, hard stuff. Alright. Redo it. Blow all the chips off. Okay, that's good still. Center off that part I just cut. Right there. Job like this, you have to recenter it a couple times to get it kind of centered in. Okay. Alright, basically we're cutting around, we're on 20 on a dial. I'm going to back it off one turn, 50 thou back. That'll give me enough room to clean out what's in there, hopefully. Put your fingers in. We're clear. Going through nice and easy now. Getting that something down there. So I take this pass and then we'll give it another 25 after this one. And knock off the big thick stuff here. And the high speed again. Cutting grass is not a problem. As long as you're on the cutter quite a bit. So basically all these cutters have carbide bits right here. And you get off this one's a real wide carbide, the other cutter's pretty worn out, so only have about that much. I was cutting over here on the steel, and the steel doesn't cut. Still cutting edge. It's basically a really dull cutter, and I don't like doing that. So it jammed in. There's a chunk down there somewhere. Going through it. Alright. It'll go down to here before it stops. But the brass doesn't go all the way down. That's about it, that's done. I'll go the rest of the way just to make sure. Cutter should be poking out the bottom here pretty soon. There it comes. See right there on the bottom. Alright, go to shove it back up, readjust it. Whoop. Okay, so we were on 30, we're going to give it half a turn instead of a full turn. So that'll be about 10 right there. That should be about, that's more than half a turn. Give it 10. It was only at 30 before. I'll get 5. Pretty big cut. Should be went from 30 up to 5. So that's 20, 25. Should put it right on the middle. Good to go. Try it again. Should be leaning for a little while. Speed this up a little bit. There we go, back up, and feet on. I'll speed it up a little bit, get down to a couple inches in at least. Like butter, like I should have done the first time. There's no reason why I couldn't take the whole cut, but oh well. More to go. cutting. Here's a heavy spot. Brass chips are building up. Good sign. Alright, let's do that all the way through again. Okay, this time I'll give it back up to our 30 number. Should come right at the top. Yep, there we go. I'll put a couple extra feet out in there. Just cutting almost around on the edge of the run. Recenter this time. Looks like I cleaned up most of the top of the cylinder there. There we go. Oh, we're cutting. This spot was cutting high, dull spot in the middle is it's not cutting. If it's shiny again, that's where it's cutting. And down the edge there, you can see it's all shiny on this side. Then you got the big low spot. That's all the brass. Chip coming out. Lots of brass coming out along the field. Pretty thick cut. See how thick the brass chip is? That's how big the cut is, see? That's how thick it is. As far as it's cutting on anyway. We're going to come out the bottom in a minute here. We're almost at the bottom of the stroke there. There it goes. Go through. So we got the recenter to cut that battery out. Yeah, that side of the cylinder is all clean. Got a big eyebrow. This is all low through here with my fingers. See how it's dull? It's only been cutting right Let me see, is that the other way around? Let me see, I can't tell. No, this is where it's not cutting, this is cutting over here. So 2/3 of the cylinder is clean all the way across. This low spot is low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat and move the boring bar that way a little bit. Try to cut some of this out here, it's pretty bad. It's way off. I'm not sure what bore we're at right now. We need to figure out where we're at the bore size too. See what we got to work with here. Let's get the mic out. Let's try to figure out that mess. We'll cut her out because I'm going to recenter. Should have been about right there. Oh, bigger. Okay, one thou bigger. Okay, what do we cut on? Yep. Half a thou under what it should have been. Alright. See what size we're up to. We gotta kind of figure out where we're at on our piston, so it's not just a matter of making a hole clean, we actually have to fit something into it. Okay, so yeah, looking at the mic and the inside mic are the same. Amazing. Okay, this here is a 50 over piston. 5, 10, 15. Got 15 thou to cut. I don't think we're going to be cleaning the 50 over in the cylinder. Be lucky to clean a 70. Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to put the feeler gauge like we did on the other cylinder. If you watched the previous video, I'm going to move it over 5 thou. We got 15 to work with. That'll be 10 taken up right there. Actually, I can probably go more than that. I can probably go 7. Yeah, we'll do 7. What the hell? Let's go for it. That's going too far deep this time because we already got the cylinder rounded up. Okay, torque on it. Pull that out. Okay, we just moved it over 7 thou that way, which is 15 thou at OD, which is what we got to work with for the piston. We're not going to be able to clean with that piston, I already know that. I'd be shocked if we did. We've got craters in this thing that are deeper than that, so there's no way to ever clean. I don't think this thing will clean at 90 over. It's kind of an exercise playing. Sometimes you like to play, at least I do, to see what you can save. Oh. I want to get some marks in here so I can tell what I'm cutting. I don't want to be cutting the part we just cut. This side of the cylinder is good, so we don't want to have these cutter marks disappear over here. Alright, if those go away, we got a problem. We're cutting away good metal, we don't need to cut away. Whoop. Dumbass. Dumbasses around here. Okay, there's 10. Okay, all of that should be in brass and nothing in the steel. Should cut more than that. Uh-oh. I'm cutting what I don't want to be cutting on. Back this up a couple thou. So we're going to area about this much in the middle here that we're not cutting. Everything else is getting bigger. So we want to see. Pretty much brass coming out. The red mark is rubbing off, just rubbing across that surface. That big eyebrow that was over here is gone. See that cutting the way down there? I'll have to cut all the way across that in that one spot. Shocking. We have to move that cylinder over another 7 now at least. You see how the red mark is still right there a little bit? That's what I wanted to see. Even though I put a lot of brass over there, there's nowhere near enough. Got a low spot. So I need a lot more brazing on that cylinder, but piston rings of brass don't mix anyway, so it's kind of an experiment. This cylinder's only going to be good for markup purposes. Right now it should be, got a Hornet for a 60 over piston, I think. Is that just is that a 50? I think I just fitted it for a 50. Should be a 50 markup piston. Down the road, this can be sleeved or whatever you want to do to it. It's not a runner. Not the way it is. Let's go the other direction. Ah, it went through. aren't long enough to get in there. Nasty looking. Someone had welded enough. Wonder who that was. Okay, we went. Where's my number? There it is. 15. $14. 14 goes through, not 15. That means like 14 and a half. Okay, what was our piston size? It's up here, 20. Yeah. 5 out of home to get to 0. Well, it ain't gonna save the cylinder, obviously, but you can see how it looks now. Nice brass part in there. The thing is, how thick is this side versus this side? I could probably do that same cheat again. Move it over a little bit more. I'm not above doing that. I like cheating the system a little bit. We got room to go to get to a 60 anyway, so. Theoretically, we got 15 thou to work with. Yeah, not quite. I didn't clean that side up. Give it another. Give it 5. Two there. 7. I'm thinking my numbers in my head. I got a couple on that, so I gotta do that. Yeah. Gotta keep track where you're at. Okay, so 10 plus a little extra. 13, 14, get clearance. I think I'm going to hone it to size anyway. Just got to hone enough to put a piston in, up and down through the hole. That should be close enough. Be a big cut. Clears. Contact. Go for it. It's going to be what it's going to be. We're going to 60 over piston. Clean the brass out up on top. Clean the hole, see? Should be clean all the way around. Yep. The red mark's going away. Now it's just a matter how much brass is going to be left. It's not going to clean those holes all the way up, I know that. There's no damn way I'll do that. Taking about half the hole out. About what I expected. I'll take another 20 more to clean that all the way. That'd be 80 over. This one is 60, I just did. This box here. Oh, more junk. Yeah, that's a 60 over piston right here. That's what I just bored it for. This was a 50. I think that's one I was using. So this is 60. No, that was 60. I want this. What am I doing? Oh no, I just went 70. Yeah, this is 60. I'm just bored at 70 right there. We're at 70 over now. I got my pistons mixed up. Yeah, whatever. I know we're not using it, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's 10 thou bigger than what I got. I have to go find a 70 over piston and pull it to fit into the hole. Then I can use it for a mock-up. I thought it was a 50, I went to 60, but I was at 60, I went to 70. Oh well. I would have left it at 60 if I knew it was at that number. That'd be standard 80-inch pistons I could use. Now I gotta use 10 over 80 pistons. Or 70 over stroker pistons. Or 70 over 74 pistons. It's all the same bore size. Cleaned up a lot of the mess down there. Well, we'll get it out and take a look at it in a minute. There's our cut mark now. Yeah, it'll definitely take a lot to clean that out. Let's go 100 over. We're at 70 now. That's 100 overboard to get that to clean. Still wouldn't be clean, it's still have brass, which ain't gonna work, but yeah, whatever. It's not like we're gonna use this thing. Cutter. Where's my cutter? Oh, there's my cutter. It was like chamfering the top of the cylinder, so what you got. Makes the rings a lot easier to go in. Ah, bang my knee. All right. There's what it looks like. Got some holes. Those are deep holes. See, when you braze up a hole, you got to make sure you put enough braze in there that it'll clean. Yeah. You didn't put enough in there. Nice sharp edge on the cylinder top. So you're gonna do a little deburring over here. Deburring tool. That sharp edge off down there too. Alright, so now you don't cut yourself on these edges a little bit too high. Nice and dull. There's a chamfer I put right there. See a little shiny angle cut right there. And yeah, and there's a deburred edge on the top. Okay, so now I got to figure out what roller size that thing actually is and hold it so I can at least put a piston through it for mock-up. And we'll know. So right now, you only have to have a thou or two to hone. Okay. Let's see. This piston here. 20 and a half. Yeah, I got like 1 thou to hone out for mock-up purposes. Right where I want it to be. Alright, so I'll give it a light hone to knock off the high spots, and then we can use that as a mock-up with a 70 over piston though. Alright, well there's how you hone a screwed up cylinder. Nothing you can save. You still have to sleeve it to really fix it correctly. And when you sleeve it, you go back and measure your things here to center up, go straight down. So like I said, for now I can at least use it as a mock-up cylinder. That's about all these junk parts are good for anyway. They come in handy, though, mock-up parts. Even if you got to modify it, it doesn't really matter because it's a junk cylinder. There's a lot of that stuff like that out there. Okay, that's it for that for now. Alright, we're honing out this pan cylinder right now. So I just got done roughing it in. Here's what it looks like now. So I'm going to bring it out another 3/4 of a thou or so. I'll put my fine finish to it. It's just like what you do if you're really going to use the cylinder, but I'm not going to be using it. Only for mock-up. Maybe I'll put the piston in it. Feel that spot in the bone. The brass hose is different than the steel hose. A little bit more. Close. Hot though. Here's what it looks like now. See the finish in it right now. I'm going to put the super fine finish in there. So when I mock up pistons, it won't scratch them up. I'll put the mirror finish on them. This is like a 500 grit stone. We're going to go to actually, I wasn't 500. That was probably a 380 grit, I think. These are like 600 grit. Let's do 2 steps up. Probably over 600 grit. They're super fine. Alright. You can see how fine that is now, but it's fine. There's the brass over here. So get up in there and see it a little bit. Dribble on the floor now. There's a good shot of it. So anyway, it's super fine. It's good enough for mock-up, but obviously it's not runnable. Got all that crappy brass part in there. Good mock-up, but it's a 70 over mock-up, so it's a good mock-up. We can at least put 80-inch piston in there and use 80-inch crank if we want on a pan. You know, it's got multiple functions for a mock-up. All right, that's it for that. Clean it up, throw it on the shelf. That's it for now. All right, here's a quick shot of what it looks like all cleaned up, so you can see how smooth it is. See the reflection in it. That's with no camera light on. You see, I can see the reflection there pretty good. It's a super fine finish. So anyway, you can use that for mock-up all day long. It won't never hurt up the new piston. When it's got that smooth a finish. So there you go. That's what it looks like. I'll probably take it and blast it and shoot some black paint out real quick so at least it looks good. Got a good looking tools, alright? So anyway, that's it for that.